Hello again. New week, new challenges, new prizes. Oh, just cash prizes this week. All right, well, I don't care so much anymore. We'll get in here, see if we can get these cranked out in an hour. Because the missus is at work for... Where's the button? Nope, not that button. That button. For another hour and 7 minutes. And, oh, the Eiger Norwand. It's pretty country. And so hopefully we can get this done. Cut to the inside of that guy. Cut to the inside of this guy. Sorry. I wasn't trying to clip you like that. This thing has got a lot of power, but also gets kind of unstable. Hello. Hit the fence a little bit. Come up around this guy. Ooh. Okay, going real well so far. Other than that slight bump I gave that guy, that wasn't very good, but... Get around this. It's so pretty here. Look at those hills. It's so green. And those mountains. Holy shit. That's not a corner you want to miss your brake point on. Just need some cows or something. Some big Swiss dairy cows. I'd go for a nice hunk of creamy Swiss cheese right now. Now that I'm thinking about Switzerland and cows and dairy. So I had to get up early this morning, take my truck in, get the oil changed. And then while I was waiting for that, I walked, I don't know, like a mile and a half to the mall and went to the movie theater there and saw Backrooms, which was good. kind of funny, a little creepy sometimes. It was entertaining. But this movie theater, they just put in these... Oh, I got a clean race bonus, even though I bumped that guy. They just put in a handful of these seats that move and like rumble and stuff with the film. That was a trip. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called. D move, D something. Anyway, it was a trip because that movie. It's got a lot of like handy cam stuff in it, and every time the camera turns, your seat turns. Not much. It's a slight movement, but it's that coupled with what are the rules? Any U.S. road car at least 600 pp recommended. Okay, well then let's do the GT because I like the GT. It moves just a little bit, but the little bit of motion coupled with the big motion on the screen really sells that you're twisting around a lot. It was pretty cool. Oh man. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, that was just bad driving. Okay, now I know where I am. I just did this track a whole bunch, but in the other direction. Nope. Tried to go to the outside, didn't give myself enough room. I remember these corners being a little tense. Oh, so much understeer. Oh, geez, turn, please. Turn just a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't realize I backed all the way into reverse. Yeah, when I am braking, this car does not turn at all. That's okay, I'll just ridiculously muscle my way through everything with a ton of power. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Whew. Hey. What is up? Ugh. Turn. Turn. Okay, well. I foolishly let go of the wheel. Never let go of the wheel. I gotta shift into a higher gear just to not listen to the engine rev that high. Hey, I kind of got around that corner. I kind of got around that corner. Okay, out in front, it's the final lap. Let's just go ahead and slow down a bunch here and get around this corner. Oh, man. Still couldn't do it. All right, almost there. Now, where was I? Right, so admittedly, Backroom's probably not the best movie to check out the motion seats with. But still, it was a very interesting experience. It would definitely be good for, you know, anything with like driving or, you know, like a Top Gun kind of movie. That would be awesome. Probably not so much horror movies, as generally they just sort of rely on sudden loud noises, and you'll just be bounced around in your seat the entire time. Speaking of sudden loud noises, I saw a trailer for a new Insidious movie. Looks alright. I don't know. They're all kind of silly, but I'll probably watch it. Maybe at home. I don't know if I can get the wife to go with me to that one. And, you know, it's more fun to go to the movies with people. I mean, I know I say this having just gone to a movie by myself, but what's the deal here? Oh, I should have read more. It's just a time trial at Laguna Seca. Okay. Yeah, I think next weekend we're going to do a double feature. We'll go see Scary Movie 6, I think they're on now. And then Masters of the Universe. Okay, this is going to be terrible. It's Laguna Seca. You know Laguna Seca. Probably shifted a little early. The RPM is way over there. Oh, stupid corkscrew. Okay. All right, I got this. shifted early again. Go ahead, slow way down. Doesn't do you any good to do fast here if you go flying off the track. Whoop. Yeah, lost it. There was a moment in there which, if I had jammed on the gas, would have saved me. I'm just sure exactly where it is. Oh. Well, there goes my dreams of getting this done in an hour. Nope. Ease back onto the accelerator. Holy heck. A little better with the shift there. Coming up here, when we get to about the 4, start to slow down. Take the corkscrew. Get into second, but don't really push it, because it's not going to help you. There's like a real sharp left here, isn't there? I think I'm okay. Yeah, alright. That is good enough for me. That is good enough for me today, this week, with this challenge here. I'd like to get gold. I don't know that I can find almost 8 seconds there. Not without spending a whole lot of time in that car and really learning how it handles. Ferrari Circuit Challenge. Ferrari 700 or less. There's a Ferrari that's 700 or less. Racing hard. Okay. Monza, 5 laps. And where are we? We are at 20 minutes. All right. I know, buddy. Me too. Oop. Oh, that's not going to be helpful. Oh, nope. All right. Let's give it another shot here. I think I just lost my controller off of my table. Speaking of, I just had to buy a new controller. Started getting stick drift on one of my old ones. So I found a company online. Hello. Thank you. I really appreciate that you guys build a wall here for me every time. And then careful, because this one is a bad corner too. Here we go. So I found a company that buys DualSense controllers straight from PlayStation and then puts, what is it? Is it TMR? It's not Hall Effect joysticks, it's whatever the new one is. I found that amusing, that Hall Effect joysticks were like the thing for like a week and a half. And it was like, no, you don't want Hall Effect. That's old tech. We got new stuff now. And a smaller lifespan than HD DVDs. But yeah, so I got a brand new controller that theoretically will never ever develop any stick drift problems. I'm sure it'll end up getting some other issue at some point, but hopefully not that one. And I'm thinking, as just sort of a fun and amusing project to make sure that I still have some ability, of getting a couple of replacement sticks for the old controller and swapping them out myself. I have a soldering iron. How hard could it be? Uh-oh. Alright, easy. Let's get back to the track. Then go. So not real great. I got like 2.5-ish laps to get another 2 places. That was god-awful, ugly, disgusting, horrible. I'm ashamed of myself. Hopefully I can catch these guys. But this straight will help some. Oh, I'm almost at 300. Alright. Go on. Go on, I don't deserve it. I just couldn't stop. Alright, now easy, because there's a turn here. And then don't go nuts, because there's another one right here. Now we can go for it. And back on it. Oh yeah, we'll catch him. Now, how about we do this properly this time? Let's go ahead and slow down way back. See, you're just going too slow through here. Hit the grass. Go on. I got a little wide back there and hit the grass, and it gave me a little weeble wobble that just kept my tires from making good contact with the ground, so my braking wasn't slowing me down. Revs are too high. Second is too low for this corner. And unnecessary, as it turns out. Not too fast. And once again, not too fast. And then we're good for a little while. But yeah, it kind of bothers me that the standard controller still has this built-in potentiometer stick failure point. The sticks don't seem to be very expensive, and that's me buying them kind of one at a time as an individual, not, hi, we're gonna need 3 million of these things. What kind of a deal can you give us? I was gonna buy Sony's got a PlayStation controller that's like $220, and it doesn't come with the magnetic sticks by default, but the $220, it still comes with the sticks that are gonna fail on you in a year and a half or 2 years. Very frustrating. I'm glad I found this other company. Yay, driving marathon. Oh. Hang on. Speaking of magnetic sticks, the controller that I knocked off during, I think, the previous race, I bumped it with my foot. Hit one of the sticks, so that's why the little pointer was slowly scrolling up the right-hand side of the screen there. World Touring Car 800. I believe I use the Escudo for these, mostly. Racing mediums. Circuit du Sainte-Croix. 8 lamps. Alright. Probably need to pit. I didn't check the weather. Hopefully the weather won't be a problem. Looks like a nice sunny day. Alright. First place, first try. Come on, buddy. First place, first try. Ooh. Well, I wish I could claim that that was on purpose, but... Alright, I believe that the gearbox on this is set really, really low. I can't remember what race I did that for, but I don't know that it's optimal for this one. Hello? It's all the way down to second. And in that age-old dilemma, right, I feel as though I've identified a problem with the car's tuning. Do I back out now and attempt to fix it? Or do I really put in the time to do almost all of this race and then do something about it? Uh-oh. Well, I'm not driving great, but I have moved up quite a bit. Tires still look good. I'm down to a little over a half a tank of gas after 2 laps. Ow. I didn't think he was that close. Although this thing does have like some big crazy wings that stick out on the sides, I think. A couple of weeks ago, I spent a good half hour on YouTube looking up Pikes Peak footage, trying to find footage of this thing actually being used at Pikes Peak. Couldn't do it. I found like a Pikes Peak historical documentary kind of thing, history of the race and stuff, and that had all of about 12 seconds of this car actually in use, and that was the closest I came. Apparently the 2 previous versions of the Escudo had 2 motors, one for the front wheels, one for the back wheels. Which I just find difficult to comprehend. Not like conceptually, right? Just the way to get... How do you get both motors to rev about the same at the same time? I mean, do they both just feed into like one central differential that then splits all the power up to the 4 wheels? Or... I don't know, anyway. Fascinating stuff. Oh, hello. And then just for funsies, I watched a bunch of other Pikes Peak stuff. Like a Ford F-150 Lightning, I think it was. You know, the electric stuff is just blowing the internal combustion stuff away. It's such a drastic elevation change from the bottom of the top to that it's hard to tune an engine properly to work well at the bottom of the hill and the top of the hill. And then, of course, you know, electric, you don't have that problem. It's crazy to watch, too. Some of the cockpit views going around some of those corners. It's like, boy, if you slip just a little bit, you're 1,000 feet out in the air. I'd kind of like to go there someday. Not to, you know, drive irresponsibly, but to, you know, very slowly and cautiously creep my way up that track. It's like a hell of a view. I am planning a summer vacation here in, gosh, like 8 weeks? 6? We're like 6. Middle of July. It is like currently May 30th, so about a month and a half. We're in Washington State, so we're gonna drive up to Dry Falls. I can hear him back there. I wish I had mirrors. We're gonna go see Dry Falls and the Grand Coulee Dam, head over to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Not for anything, it's just a convenient stop along the way. And then the next day, head over into Montana. I'll probably stop in Cook City, Montana. Sorry, I can't let you get ahead of me. I'm not sure I can drive crazy enough to catch up to whoever's still out in front of me somewhere, but I can't let you pass me. I gotta get at least third. That way I can get all of this week's challenges done in under an hour. Oh, I got a pit too. Where is the pit here? I should have been paying attention. I'm almost out of gas. Into Cook City, Montana. Again, just a convenient place to make a stop. Because let's see, this would be the third day. I'm gonna run out of gas. I'm not gonna finish this lap. That third day, we'll be driving something called the Beartooth Highway, which is like a mountainous pass, kind of on the Montana-Wyoming border. I'm pretty excited about that. And, was that? That was, yep, there it is. I'm out of gas. Well, that was foolish. Oh my God, Coast, you can make it. You can make it. Give me the medium tires. I can't remember if that's what I started on, but put them on now. I think I could benefit from a little more grip. But then, oh. Yeah, so start the day driving that Beartooth Highway, and then cross Wyoming into Gillette, which is right by Devil's Tower, which was the impetus for this trip. We saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and both realized that we had both always wanted to go see Devil's Tower, and had never been able to, and then realized that we're grown adults with jobs and vehicles and security, and can take a damn summer road trip if we want to. So, we're gonna I'm not winning this. We're gonna check out Devil's Tower and then go see, drive over to South Dakota, see Mount Rushmore, and then head down to Cheyenne, Wyoming, where my father was born, and spend a day at Frontier Days, their big rodeo they have. And then come back a little more southerly route, come through the top of Utah right there at Salt Lake City. Apparently the gas station or little mini mart that the fellas crossed the border in SLC Punk to buy their standard potency beer instead of the stuff that they sell in Utah, is somewhere right along that route. My mother and sister live down in Oregon, so we should be able to plot the trip so we stop in and see them, which would be nice. Haven't seen them in a couple of years. And then on up home into Washington. I'm not sure, we're looking at 9, maybe 10 days on the road. Could be more than that. Could probably get it done in less, but I don't want to spend more than 6 or 7 hours a day on the road, you know, preferably not more than 5. Off into the grass again. Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can actually take a corner. I managed to recover that pretty well. Not as good as not doing it to begin with, but at least I'm getting better at saving my ass from my own incompetence. Sorry, taking the inside. Here we go. On down the road. Was he trying to pit? He must have been. He's not on the map anymore. Oh man, a little bump in the road. The car just sort of tipped sideways. Really threw me off. Up. You know, I think for a minute there I had a chance. I mean, I essentially have, what, 1 lap to gain 3 places? Yeah. I don't know, it's worth a shot. I made it this far, I'm not giving up now. Assuming I don't run out of gas. The meter when I was in the pits said I couldn't make it to the end of the race. Ah, hell. There's that bump in the road again that messed me up so bad last lap. There's the guy. Out of gas. Boom. Well, son of a gun. Okay, so. And I have 3.5 minutes left on this recording, so what we're going to do is we're going to restart, and we're going to pit after 3 laps, and then again at 6, but briefly. I think that'll do it. All right, see you on the other side.